What's going on, you guys? Your boy Dwidge back again with another video. This is going to be another day in my life of me documenting me taking my business or trying to build my business to $2 million for the year. This video will be talking about a small tariff update, nothing too crazy. I'm just going to basically finish off the kind of stuff that I talked about in the beginning of yesterday's video. Then we'll talk a little bit about the second store's improvements or whatever, the tweaks, and how the tweaks actually benefited the store. Then we'll talk about VSLs, and then we will likely do a rev, not likely, we're going to do a rev check. So yeah, let's get into it. So in terms of the tariffs, nothing too crazy. If you want a more in-depth explanation of exactly kind of how me and my fulfillment have been handling it, watch yesterday's video. But I just want to finish the loop of what I talked about yesterday, because I didn't get an answer until later on into the day, and I was done filming by then. But basically, the fulfillment that we're using right now, the reason why they're able to not jack up the prices very drastically is because they have a warehouse in the US, so they're able to just bulk all their orders from all their clients basically into their warehouse into the United States, and that's what allows us to just, or allows them to simply just add a smaller fee to our parcels. They are using a different shipping line that you guys are typically are used to, like they're not using Union, y'all know what I'm talking about, Union Express, not using all that type of shit. They're using like a different shipping company, but they are able to give us the last mile tracking of USPS, which is very, very good, because I like to give my customers kind of the feel to the tracking that they're used to, giving them USPS last mile tracking, which honestly kind of decreases a lot of the, I don't know, skepticism when they are waiting for their package. They see a USPS tracking number, for the most part, like they're willing to wait because they understand, okay, this is something for them in their mind is legit. So again, that's how we're dealing with it. We are using a US warehouse to house all this shit basically. So it's coming from China. They're shipping all the orders, my orders, all the other clients and shit, into the US warehouse. So then they kind of dodge the tariff in a way. Well, they're not dodging it, just because they're basically putting it all together. So yeah, that's how I'm kind of saving on the tariffs, instead of being our shit being increased by fucking, it would have went up like, what was it? It would have went up like $20, and that would have been fucked. Plus, we would have to pay an additional like $100, I believe, or some shit. Honestly, I don't know how much the exact cost is. I have to go back and look at the messages, but nevertheless, we would have been cooked. But fulfillment saved us and shit. So again, we're only paying an extra $3, which is honestly not too bad. It doesn't really hurt our margins too much. So again, that is it for the tariff shit though. When it comes to the improvements for the second store, as I told you guys, we were cooked for the last like week and a half with the second store, because we turned off the US because honestly we didn't know what the tariff situation was going to look like. It's a new store, so like I didn't necessarily care too much. And in doing that, we were in a position where the other countries we were targeting didn't necessarily get as much purchase history and wasn't as optimized. So when we were looking to do a bunch of creative tests, it just didn't perform that well, one. And two, yeah, that was kind of the main reason, honestly. I talked about, again, more in the other video yesterday, so tap into it. But the changes that I made, basically launching a new interest campaign just to kind of re-optimize everything with just all the other like top countries without the United States, honestly was a great move, because today we have a sale already. Yesterday we got 2 sales, and today, honestly, when I looked at the ad account, things are looking very, very, very promising. So I think the main thing there was just making the switch kind of made the ad account unoptimized. So I think to regain some momentum, we need to just continuously do some interest tests. And again, a lot of people say interest testing doesn't work. I like to just test everything, honestly. I've seen that broad, when you don't have enough significant data on your pixel, honestly, for me specifically, it doesn't work that well. Now, I know people that will say, oh, your creatives aren't good enough. People will say this and that. But at the end of the day, bro, that's what I seen work for me. I'm not going to change shit just because other niggas, like, a lot of accounts are different, bro. Like, if your shit doesn't work with broad, cool, try interest. If it doesn't work with interest, try broad. If it works with broad, cool. Fuck what I'm saying. But just, you gotta test shit out. But anyways, just I say this to say interest is what has been working well, anyways, to get us the momentum. And then once we get something working, we're just going to a CBO with the winning interest, and we just test the interests with new creatives. So it was working, but we're in a situation where the US is looking cooked. We took out the US for that specific store for that, specific reason, and then we were cooked for like a week and a half. Now it seems like we're slowly gaining some new momentum. And yeah, we're just trying to see if we can build up some consistency, build up some consistent, like honestly, $100 days, if not more, this week with the interest, and see if we can scale up from there. That's the whole goal. And then from there, if that does well, then I know for a fact if we implement some new interest, some new creators into this, we hopefully should be able to get some momentum back, because our offer is pretty down now. And yeah, we're just keeping it fairly low budget. The last couple of weeks I was kind of trying to force it to scale, but the scale wasn't there. So yeah, I just kind of just went back to the drawing boards. Okay, no point in blowing all this budget. We'll just keep the budget small and scale once it's profitable. There's no point in trying to force and spend, test so many shit at the same time when it's not profitable. There's literally no point. You're just burning cash. Obviously, you're getting data at the end of the day. You're not just burning cash, but you still are burning cash even if you're getting data one way or another. So yeah, that's kind of my little pivot that I did there. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at with the second store. We're still testing shit out. Again, we're testing with the interest in different countries. We are still waiting on a quote for that store on how things are going to look like with the tariffs. I doubt it's going to be a significant increase, but since I'm already doing it without the US right now, I'm going to just stick to that for now. And once we get news on the tariffs without the US, and we also should see a boost there. But that's kind of like the game plan there. I also did, I'm not gonna lie, I got kind of, what do you call it? What's the word? Impatient. And I did launch one of our VSO ads with the winning interest not a winning interest, I only just got a couple sales throughout the 2 days, honestly. And I said, bet, let me just put our VSO with this. Our VSO right now has like a 8% click-through rate. The hook rate is like 44%. The hold rate is 17%. So I'm not gonna lie, the VSO looks very, very, very good. It got added to cart today. I literally just launched it, so hopefully he can get a sale today. If he can get a sale today with this winning interest, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro, I think it's gonna change the game for us. As you guys know, the VSL is literally just a video sales letter. It's basically like a long ad that just is more detailed and basically takes the customer throughout the whole journey of like, basically takes them from unaware of not knowing your product to educating them and bringing them to the point where they're very aware, they're very hot buyer that's very interested in wanting to buy your product. So if you're not very familiar with VSL, I recommend like finding a few on, the ad manager or whatever software you use, like Foreplay or Get Hooked, and just really analyze the way they kind of break down those ads. And those ads work very, very well in the health space, the supplement space, very, for those specific, there's other industries, but for the most part, it's like industries that need, it's like problem-solving products that need a bit more of explanation. And if you pair that with an advertorial, for the most part, it usually cooks. But it's really hard sometimes to get both of those two dialed, because at the end of the day, if you've never made a VSL, you've never made an advertorial, there's going to obviously be a learning curve there. But for the most part, as long as you have the winning, it's like writing an essay almost. That's kind of the analogy that I would use. For the most part, when you're writing an essay, the essay, and again, I hope I'm not losing you guys, but when you're writing an essay, for the most part, it's not that the words matter that much, what you're saying. Obviously, the information is very, very important, but if you guys, were in university or, I don't know, just high school in general, when you looked at it, some of y'all probably didn't even do essays, but I'm on a tangent. But anyways, just hear me out. The structure that you're using, the framework of the way the essay was written, is what a lot of the marks you're getting was based off. If you were able to essentially get the framework right, obviously the words matter, but as long as you have the right framework, if you just keep working at it consistently, then it's almost impossible for you to fail with the VSLs, because as long as you understand your customer, you do the proper research beforehand, you understand the necessary beliefs to switch their current belief to a new belief that gets them primed to purchase, and you just understand all the things you need to understand. Again, I'm not the best person to kind of talk about this in depth, because I'm still learning it right now myself, but Mark builds brands. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna shout him out. Like I'm not afraid to shout anybody out. He has an amazing video about this. Check it out. He basically breaks it down beautifully about the whole philosophy behind it, how you actually go about, you know, doing the research and structuring all this shit. And really, go just search it up. Just search up Mark builds brands, VSLs, and I think it's like a 30-minute video. Watch through it, take notes, and really analyze what he's talking about, because it's very, 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 very important, and it will literally probably change the way you do ecom. It is a bit tedious, I know, but bro, we have AI these days, and I'm not saying AI is gonna make you make banger ads, because it's not. AI is basically just there to basically not slow down, what the hell, make your work a bit quicker. But if you're not giving it the proper prompts, again, it comes down to the frameworks. If you don't understand the winning frameworks, then AI is just gonna put you into the right direction, the wrong direction. So again, you have to understand what the fuck you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, none of this shit matters. But yeah, that's currently where we're at. Personally, we're trying to fuck around with the VSLs. Today I did some more research on to the VSLs. I really want to get good at this VSL stuff. Even if this product doesn't work, I'm in the path where I'm looking to just run health products right now. So that's why I'm getting good with the advertorials. That's why I'm getting good with the VSLs. And that's honestly my main focus right now. I don't necessarily want to run anything that isn't a problem solving product that I can't run a VSL or an advertorial for. That's kind of where I'm at. So that's why it's like this whole year, honestly, although the income isn't like the highest that I would want it to be, the knowledge that I've learned throughout this whole year already is shit that I honestly didn't know. And I've been in ecom for a minute now. And honestly, because I was honestly just running apparel, so jewelry shit. And you don't need to run advertorials for jewelry. It just doesn't make sense. You don't need to run VSLs for jewelry. So I was in a position where I didn't necessarily need to do that. The product that I'm selling, honestly, like, yeah, you need to know how to make ads, but like most of the ads you're making for jewelry is pretty solution aware. Like you can't really hit a problem aware ad for it for the most. Like you can, but like the most scalable that I've seen is usually solution aware. Like it's already people that basically will need the shit, but they just don't know your shit exists. Like it's one of those ones. Like, or they may even have known that they wanted this shit, but like it's like this is the thing with a pair. Like it's basically if they really want it right now, or if they like see, like I don't know if this makes sense, but with a health related product, the person might have the problem. They might not even know they have the problem. One, for two, they might know they have the problem, but they have no idea what they want. They have no idea that they need this shit. But you can really just break it down by basically using philosophy to just get into their psyche and just explain to them why this thing is beneficial, why they need it. Basically shift them from thinking this was the problem to saying this is the actual problem, and saying how your product solves the problem. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that with jewelry. And I was just kind of the infinite loop of just doing that shit when I should have low-key been testing, multiple stores and working on different industries. But it is what it is. I learned a bunch of shit. And now I'm just learning more. That's what it is, honestly. And yeah, I'm excited. Consistently working on this VSL, these advertorials, and really just honing on my skills and getting better. And yeah, at the end of the day, that's all it's about. And I can't lie, I've been rambling this whole video. I hope this video made sense. Let me know in the comments if I gave value. Honestly, I don't know. I'm really tired, but we gotta work, bro. So again, I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk about, from the little tariff update to the store changes that I made, and to the VSL. And yeah, I don't have nothing else crazy to talk about, honestly. I can talk about the first store, but this first store is kind of cooked right now. I'll talk about it probably tomorrow, because I didn't really analyze the data to see why we're in this situation. I don't really understand it. I know there's fluctuations, obviously, so that's why I'm still not looking at it too crazy, but it is the third day that we've been seeing some pretty mid performance. Honestly, low key, what day is it today? Low key, been seeing some. Actually, nah, it's not mid performance. Let me check. Actually, fuck. Before I even say anything, because I don't really know, honestly. Today we have no sales, or fucked. Yesterday we were unprofitable. Okay, today we have no sales. Yesterday we were down 60% from The fourth we did 1.2. That was profitable. On the third we did 1.5. Yeah. So since the 1.5 day on Saturday, I had like a downward spiral. Like we're from there, we're down 41%. Um, yeah, I need to check the ad manager. I'm not too sure because we are still spending the same amount of money. I think some of the ads might just be fatiguing, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna try to make some shit up and just try to act like I know. I don't know what's going on there. Uh, yeah, I gotta peep this today. Fuck, yeah, we're kind of cooked right now. Yeah, we're a bit cooked. Me, I'm transparent with y'all boys, bro. I don't really give a fuck. Then they, bro. Look, we're a bit cooked. Oh, fuck! I bet you, I'm a bit cranky. We're cooked. We're fucking cooked. Today we have no sales, so no point in showing you that. Um, yesterday, oh my gosh, bro. If that shit happens one more time, I might crash out. Yeah, we're cooked. So, yeah, I'm gonna check out the ad account. There's probably some shit going on there. I'm assuming though it's because the offer that we're running is a Mother's Day offer, or the thing on the banner. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, and again, I'm just rambling right now, but I'm just brainstorming because we're doing Mother's Day offer on the banner of the site. Mother's Day is in what? It's literally on the what 11th. This is the 6th. 7 days, damn near a week. Wait, what? What did I just say? That was 5 days. I'm tripping, but why is it fuck? I guess because it's so close to the day. Maybe people. But I'm not. I don't know. I think I just need to change the offer. I don't know. I'm gonna check the ad account. I'm actually not too sure what's going on there actually. Because on a 7 day window, 3 day window, a lot of these campaigns are doing well. But then again, it is hitting like today. Might I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna keep yapping about this. I'm gonna check it tomorrow and let y'all know. But today we have a sale on the second store. As you can see, we are down, but that's because again we had two sales yesterday. Um, as you can see, we were profitable yesterday. Honestly, we were up like $17, but decent progress, bro. Decent progress. Um, yeah, fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I didn't realize how bad the first store was. I mean, I knew it was going on a downhill spiral, but honestly, I thought we were doing a bit more decent. But yeah, we're kind of cooked right now. Let me see if I can check Chippewa right now to see if I can give like a quick diagnosis before I end this video and head to the gym. And y'all, let me know what y'all are struggling with in the comments where you guys are at. Are you in a similar position, worse position, better position? I want to know. Like, I believe in like little comments on the YouTube little thing, and y'all don't be answering, bro. Y'all be watching the videos, y'all be showing love, y'all be liking the videos, but y'all don't be commenting though. Like, let me know where you're at. Genuinely, I want to know, cause I can't be the only one, being trenches right now, bro. But okay, let me go. Okay, so today we're down 140 net, negative 140, which we're kind of cooked again. We're kind of cooked there, but okay. Oh, this is April. What the fuck? Alright, so this month we're down 24%. We're at 1.7 ROAS. 12% net margin. That's pretty shit. Let me check what day, cause the 31st was a 2K day. 40% margin. So we made like, what is that? Where's the net profit? I don't even see on here. What the fuck? Did I change this? Oh, it's $800 that day. And then next day was a 7% margin. Okay. Next day after that was 21% in margin. Okay. How long? I'm trying to see how long we've been down for, honestly. That's what I like to check before I make any changes. But okay, the third was a 30% margin. Okay, so maybe I was just rambling. Maybe it's only been shipped for like a couple of days. If it's only been shipped for Sunday to Tuesday, then okay, I won't care that much because those are usually typically ass. Alright, so Sunday was actually very good. So it's kind of weird actually. And then yesterday, that's when I woke up. I'm like, okay, there's no sales, which I don't want to sound like, I don't know what it sounds like. Kind of sounds kind of crazy, but if I wake up to no sales, bro, I'm kind of stressed. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If I see no sales, it's like, okay, the fuck. And if it's like, what time? Like 10 p.m., 10 a.m., bro, and there's still no sales. 12 a.m., no sales. I come up from the gym, there's still no sales, bro. Something's cooked. But nevertheless, we were able to still pull up with $600. We spent $650. We lost 180. Okay, so we're only been cooked for 2 days, so I'm not gonna lie, if that's the case, then I'm gonna just go ahead and if that's the case, then I'm gonna go ahead and just cut, but just on things that have been underperforming in the last 7 days, and on a 3-day window, I'm gonna decrease anything that is underperforming. If something is like a testing campaign though, I'm gonna likely just turn it off and build a list of the ones that I turned off and just put them all together into like this, I like to call it like a misfit CBO. And essentially it's just a group of all the CBOs that had a low they had a high CPC, I mean a high CPA, sorry, but they weren't able to they just had a high CPA, honestly, and they weren't able to have good returns. So I just want to bundle them together and see maybe if it can squeeze or force them to just each spend a smaller amount and be profitable, because those only had 3 ads. If I bundle like 6 ads that were underperforming for them, sometimes it doesn't naturally find a one winning ad that takes majority of the spend. Sometimes it diversifies the spend, and sometimes you're able to kind of find new life with those ones that were having a high CPA, if that makes, that's what I've seen anyways from my experience. Sometimes it doesn't make difference. Sometimes those ads just can't get a lower CPA, but I like to kind of play with it and see. So that's kind of what's looking like. This video low-key is getting kind of long. I should have ended it a minute ago, but I kind of want to show you guys how I brainstorm, how I operate, really. But yeah, the first 3 days of this month, not bad. It's really the last like couple of days been shit. Last couple of days down 50%, yeah. Okay, cool. I'll make a note of this. So again, I'm ending the video right here. Sorry guys, I've been rambling. Appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you made it this far to this video, can't lie, I fuck with y'all and I hope y'all make it. I hope y'all get rich. Hope y'all get like as rich as humanly possible. Y'all can retire your parents, all that shit. But anyways, appreciate you guys. It's been your boy Dwayne, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.